my name is Carlos Molina. I am with Project Cars. It is the 30th of August, and today we are going to be talking about our Road to SEMA, a little program that Paul Murillo put together. And so we're going to be discussing our builds all the way up to SEMA. And you might have seen Larry's talk a little while ago. And yeah, we got a little under 2 months before SEMA. So what I got to do next is I'm going to be explaining the build, and I got a few builds that are under the Molina household. One of them is my wife's new 2017 Honda Civic. It's going to be in the Muto booth, and the whole concept with that is we are borrowing the images from Hands of Respect created by Stan Lee. And it's going to be wrapped in with the Hands of Respect logos on the vehicle at the Muto booth. We've been providing Muto several vehicles over the years, and we're going to have Advani wheels on there. We're going to have some different add-on components to the engine, the suspension, road wire interiors, and possibly some audio as well. The next vehicle we're working on, coming from the household, is we are actually going to take Todd McFarlane's son's CRZ, and we are going to modify that vehicle to be at SEMA. Todd McFarlane is designing the images that are going to go on the wrap, and then we're going to take care of the rest of the build. The next vehicle, some of you guys might have already seen it. It hasn't been driving around that much, but it was debuted at Las Vegas Amazing Comic-Con back a couple of months ago. It was a Spawn Violator Hunter Jeep. Tons and tons of hours of work got crunched into 5 weekends. It was normally a build that would take us about 3 to 4 months to do, and all the guys got together. They got really motivated, and we finished that phase of the build just for the Comic-Con, and thousands of dollars went into the vehicle. 95% of the products that were on the vehicle came from Rugged Ridge, so big shout out to Rugged Ridge. We also had some road wire interior in the vehicle, a lot of lighting by Diode Dynamics, and all the electrical controlled by S-Pod. We had some very new tires from Tri-Ace Tires, and they're wrapped around the Rugged Ridge wheels as well. That vehicle is going to go through a few transformations before we get it up to SEMA. One of them being some more horsepower, so we are going to be getting a little snail for the Jeep, and we are going to change out the wheels a different color. We're going to do a little bit different theme with the colors, but it's still going to have that whole Violator Hunter feel to it. The hood and the fender was signed by Todd McFarlane himself, so we'll see if they ever come to value. Another vehicle that we're working on here in the household is a 300ZX, my cousin's Frank's, and there's a lot of things that are still up in the air for that vehicle, but it's going to be a challenge no matter what. So the next thing is the next question that Paul wanted to answer was experience speaking with companies. Well, obviously I've been doing this for quite a while, so a lot of these guys I've known, when they're beginning with companies. Now they're either the marketing directors or the actual CEOs of the company. So I have a pretty good understanding on how to communicate with people. But what I did this year is I took a step back and I let everyone that was going to SEMA do a lot of the work themselves, so they can understand how it is to talk to these marketing directors, to talk to these decision makers, these stakeholders in the companies on possibly providing products for their build for SEMA. It's not as easy as most people think, and I think some of them understood that, and they understand the stresses and the frustrations that I go through when I'm trying to get product for everybody. How is the pressure? The pressure is always there, regardless if it's my build or a build for somebody else that I'm helping with. The pressure is always there because the bottom line, it's Project Cars is the name on the vehicle, And because of Project Cars, we're getting the sponsorships. All the work that all the other members have done in the past, since '94, is what's allowing the new members to get product on their vehicles right now. So it's always an adrenaline rush to get these vehicles done, but it's also stressful and frustrating on some of the hoops and obstacles that we have to overcome to get the products to put on the vehicles. And sometimes we get the products the day before SEMA, but we make it happen. Yeah, but there is a lot of stress involved in building these vehicles, and just remember, free isn't always free. How do I stay positive? I have found a really good way of staying positive, and that I think I contribute a lot of my positive energy, my positive thoughts to my wife. I would be stressing out a whole lot more. I would be worrying a whole lot more. I'd probably be upset a whole lot more if it wasn't for her. So my positive, or what it seems to be my positive nature, a lot of it stems from my wife. Okay, there's a lot of companies. I think I've already mentioned some of the companies that we're working with for the Jeep. Rugged Ridge, S-Pod, Trice Tires, Roadwire Interiors, Diode Dynamics, and hopefully we're going to be working. Well, we already are working with Vortec, Diablo Sport, and RIP Superchargers for the Supercharger for the Jeep. And we're still debating on the actual wheels, and then the front bumper. We're going to change out the front bumper as well, and like I said, do some other things for the Honda Civic. Of course, Advani wheels are going on the vehicle, some Toyo tires. We're hoping to get some products from Cybon, some carbon fiber components. I think Roadwire has already sent out their leather interior for it. And we received a lot of stuff from VMS Racing, the True Spike. You've seen a lot of spikes on our vehicles from VMS. They sent us a nice care package for the Honda Civic and for the Honda CRZ. And then for the Honda CRZ, Roadwires do the interior. We're hoping for Cybon. Muto's involved with that one as well. They're providing the wrap. Fellers and Avery is providing the material, and we're going to put some Advani wheels, some Federal tires, and we'll see what we do with the engine besides all the products from VMS. So on the road to SEMA, it's 2 more months before we start rolling in the vehicles, and as always, I hope you guys keep it tuned.